The sequence of economic events in Kenya over the past couple of years have been advent of COVID-19 halting businesses, an increase in the price of goods and services with prices doubling and even tripling, rushed academic calendars, Russia-Ukraine war, and the shortage of fuel. The ripple effect of this has, in a nutshell, been a significant increase in the cost of living. Explanations have been created and analyzed to try and explain this phenomenon. Corruption, for example, COVID millionaires and the Pandora Papers. Bills passed by the government, for example, the bill passing the debt ceiling to 10 trillion shillings, and the emergence of the 2022 political season in Kenya. All these theories do hold waters, and these factors have fueled the situation. However, the elephant in the room are the loans the country holds. It is to be noted that the high cost of living is due to heavier taxes being levied on the common mwananchi in a bid to repay these loans. Remember the handshake between President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga back in 2018? In that same year, the World Bank increased the loan interest rate. This meant that to pay back the outstanding loans that we had at the time, it was either through cutting down on spending costs and levying more taxes, or taking more loans to finance our ongoing projects. That only lasted till 2019. The World Bank announced a decrease in interest rate, which meant taking a foreign loan and repaying the loan was much cheaper and easier. As of May 2022, the country's debt stood at 8.6 trillion Kenyan shillings. %60 of the global trade is done in the US dollar. Keeping in mind that the world reserve currency is the US dollar, every currency denominated to it would face the same threat that the currency itself faces. The main threat the US dollar faced during 2020 was printing more of its currency in order to balance out the loans being lended out to individuals in a phenomenon known as quantitative easing. Simply put, the threat this phenomenon poses is that the US dollar would lose its value. As for a currency to maintain its value, it has to satisfy certain principles, including being recognizable, divisible, portable, durable, and scarce. Quantitative easing took away the scarcity principle that of the US dollar. But owing to the fact that it was the world reserve currency and petrol, the modern day gold, is traded in this currency, it meant that increasing the amount of dollars had to chase the same amount of goods and services in order to strike a balance. A good idea this was to try and curb the inflation caused by lowering interest rates between the years 2018 and 2019, which consequently caused the subtle increase in the cost of living. To put this in perspective, the prices of goods and services had to increase in order to maintain the value of the dollar. This caused a ripple effect to all other currencies denominated to the US dollar, such as the Kenyan shilling. The reality is that the cost of living will continue being high to the Wanjiko for a while longer, and Kenyans should be mentally prepared for a tougher time to come, even as inflation of the country currently stands at 7.1%.